Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are less than a week away from WWE Extreme Rules. Here we have the road to Extreme Rules, the best of the best from Extreme Rules in the past. This is the 2018 is the 10th annual Extreme Rules Network Special. We've had 9 previous shows. We've had 67 matches. Of those 67 matches, 56 have had gimmicks on them. 30 different gimmicks have been used over the years in Extreme Rules. Some of the more popular ones was Steel Cage has been used 7 times. It's going to be used this year. Extreme Rules has been used 6 times. It's also being used this year. Last Man Standing has been used 4 times. Strap match, handicap match, street fight, and submission match have all been used 3 times. The best women's matches at the Extreme Rules Network Special, there's been 7. Number 7 comes from 2010. It was for the WWE Women's title. It was an Extreme Makeover match. It was champion Michelle McCool defending the title versus Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, and Layla. Beth Phoenix won. I gave it 2-star. Number 6 comes from 2011. Loser leaves WWE. It was Layla versus Michelle McCool in the now known as Mrs. Undertaker. Michelle McCool lost and had to leave WWE. I give it 2-star. Layla won that one. 2012, excuse me, number 5 on the list for the Divas title. We had Layla versus champion Nikki Bella, and Layla became champion. So in 3 years here, Layla had top-notch women matches at Extreme Rules. Had the Extreme Makeover match, and then had Loser Leaves, and then wins the title. In 2004, number 4 comes 2014, the Divas title. We had champion Paige versus Tamina. Paige retaining her title in a 2-star match. Number 3 on the list comes from 2015 for the Divas title. We had champion Nikki Bella versus Naomi. In a 2.25-star match, Nikki Bella retained her title. Number 2 comes from 2017. It was last year's for the Raw Women's title. It was kendo stick on a pole match. Jesus fucking Christ. Is Vince Russo doing this shit? A kendo stick on a pole match. Why don't we just have a midget masturbating in a trash can on a pole? It was champion Alexa Bliss. Oh, ironically, Alexa Bliss is champion going into this year. Versus Bayley. Alexa Bliss won. I give it 2.25. And then number 1, the best women's match in the history of Extreme Rules for the WWE Women's title, 2006 submission match. Champion Charlotte versus Natalya. I gave it 2.5. This year's women's matches, we have Asuka versus Carmella, and we have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss in Extreme Rules. So definitely both of those will make the list, and I would solely hope so. Both of those are 1 and 2 on this list next year. The best tag team matches in Extreme Rules history. There's only been 9. Number 9 comes 2010. We had the tag team gauntlet match. We had the teams of Miz, Big Show and The Miz versus R-Truth and John Morrison versus Mark Henry and MVP and versus the Hart Dynasty. Miz won. I gave it 2-star. Number 8 comes in 2011. We had the Lumberjack match for the WWE tag titles. We had Big Show and Kane defending the titles versus the Core, Wade Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson. And Big Show and Kane retained their titles. I gave it 2. Number 7 comes in 2016. We had the tag titles on the line. We had champions The New Day versus the Von Villains. This is when the Von Villains are actually getting a push before Simon Gauch got fired. And New Day retained the title in a 2-star match. And did you know one thing about the old Von Villains and Aiden English? Aiden English is the son-in-law to Eddie Guerrero. Yes, Aiden English is married to Eddie and Vicky Guerrero's daughter. I read that and I thought that was comical. Because, dude, you only wish you were half as talented as your father-in-law. Number 6 on the list comes from 2011. It had to make the list because I was doing top 10. There's only 9. The Country Whipping match from 2011. Michael Cole and Jack Swagger versus Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Cole and Swags won. 2-star match. You know, Jack Swagger is known now as Jake Strong, And when he came out on Lucha Underground, episode 2, Matt Striker was like, he's walking with swagger. Yeah, that happened. Number 5 on the list comes from 2013. We had the Tornado match with the tag team titles on the line. We had the Shield, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. We all know that half of that team that made it work, Seth Rollins, versus Team Hell No. Team Hell No dropping their titles to the Shield in a 2 3/4 star match. Number 4 is also a Tornado tag match, non-title match. It was Gallows and Anderson versus the Usos. Gallows and Anderson from 2016 won in a 3-star match. Number 3 comes in 2015. We had the tag titles on the line. We had the New Day versus the Brass Ring Club, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. The New Day won in a 3 1/4 star match. Number 2 comes from 2017, last year. Raw tag titles on the line. And a cage match. Cesaro and Sheamus versus them Hardy Boys, who had just returned at WrestleMania. Cesaro and Sheamus winning the tag titles back in a 4-star match. And the best tag match ever at Extreme Rules came from 2014. 6-man tag. The Shield versus Evolution. Enough said. Shield winning, 4.5 star. Passing of the torch from one great 3-man faction to 2/3 of a great 3-man faction. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are the 2/3 of the Shield that were great. The other piece of fucking shit named Roman Reigns can go fucking away, as far as I'm concerned. Just like when they fucking debuted at freaking Survivor Series. When they came out, we're all fucking marking out, oh my god, Taylor Black, oh my god, Jon Moxley, who the fuck is that? That's exactly how we said it. Who the fuck is that? Well, that piece of shit's called Roman Reigns. He's been put over by Triple H. He's been put over by The Undertaker. He still can't get fucking over. But yet WWE keeps shoving him down our goddamn throat. Now he's going to face Bobby Lashley. And talking about how Bobby Lashley wasn't the man 10 years ago when he left and blah, blah, blah. We all know Roman Reigns is going to win that fucking match. And some fucking how Roman Reigns is going to be in the title match versus Brock Lesnar. Because Brock fucking Lesnar is going back to UFC. Don't get me started on Brock fucking Lesnar and Roman Reigns right now. Okay. Best non-title matches in Extreme Rules history. We have 10 of them. Number 10 comes from 2011. Falls Count Anywhere. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Rey Mysterio won it in a 3 1/4 star match. Number 9, 2013, is an Extreme Rules match. The Viper, Randy Orton versus The Big Show. Randy getting the victory in a 3 1/4 star match. Number 8 comes from 2015. Kiss My Arse match. Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. And Sheamus had to kiss Dolph's foot. 3 1/4 star match. Number 7 comes from 2010. Hair match. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus CM Punk. Mr. Punk won. 3 1/2 star match. Number 6, 2010. Steel cage match. The Rated R Superstar Edge versus Y2J Chris Jericho. 3 1/2 star classic, Edge getting the victory. Number 5, the Last Man Standing match from 2011. The Viper Randy Orton versus CM Punk. Randy getting the victory in a 3 1/2 star match. So number 4 comes from 2015, the Last Man Standing. Roman Reigns versus The Big Show. This is when Roman Reigns piled a bunch of freaking shit on top of The Big Show, if I remember correctly, to get the victory in a 3 1/2 star match. Number 3, Steel Cage match from 2013. Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. 4-star match. Number 2 comes from 2012, an Extreme Rules match. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I gave it a 4-star match. I didn't give those matches 4-star because fucking Brock Lesnar was in it. I gave him 4 stars because it was John Cena and Triple H also. So that was 6 years ago. Well, when Lesnar first returned, he could wrestle a little bit more than he can now. That fucking steroid freaking goddamn freak has no cardio. 5 minutes into the match, he's running around like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. How the hell does he feel he can fucking UFC wrestle? I hope Cormier beats that fucking tar out of that fat fucker. And number 1, the greatest best non-title match in the history of Extreme Rules was the Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match last year. Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe versus Ben Balor versus a piece of shit Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe getting the victory. The best Samoan in freaking wrestling right now, Samoa Joe. 4.25-star match with Joe winning. Alright, now we run down the best title matches in Extreme Rules history. Number 10 comes from 2015. World title steel cage match. Seth Rollins, champion, versus Randy Orton. Seth retaining 3.5 star. Number 9 comes from 2017. The Cruiserweight title in a submission match. Champion Neville versus A-Double, Austin Aries. Neville getting a victory in 3.75-star match. Number 8 comes all the way back in 2012. 2 out of 3 falls for the world title. Champion Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Sheamus did retain in a 4-star match. Next, number 7 comes from 2009. The Intercontinental title on the line. No holds barred. Y2J Chris Jericho versus Intercontinental Champion Rey Mysterio. Jericho winning the title, 4-star match. Number 6 comes from 2011, the WWE title on the line in a cage match. Triple threat style. Champion John Cena versus John Morrison versus The Miz. And Cena retaining in a 4-star match. Next, 2010, number 5 on the list, 2010 WWE title, last man standing. Duct tape, are you serious? Champion John Cena versus Batista. If I remember correctly, this is the famous duct tape match. When John Cena duct taped Batista's legs around the ring rope and he couldn't answer the 10 count. Cena won in 4.25 star. Next, number 4 comes from 2009. Ladder match. Jeff Hardy and world champion Edge. 2 of the greatest ladder match guys ever. Jeff Hardy winning his world title. 4.25 star match. I believe this was Hardy's first world championship. Next, we had the IC title. Number 3 on the list from 2016. Fatal 4-Way. The Miz, champion, defending the title versus Cesaro, versus Kevin Owens, versus Sami Zayn. The Miz winning 4.5 star classic. Number 2 on the list comes from 2011 ladder match for the vacated world title when Edge had to vacate it due to his neck injury. And his best friend, Christian, in a ladder match versus Alberto Del Rio. Christian winning his first ever world title. I don't count the ECW title. His first ever world title, 4.5 star in the ladder match. Number 1, the greatest match in Extreme Rules history comes from 2016. An Extreme Rules match for the WWE World title. Fucking champion Roman Reigns versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. The only way this match get 4.5 because AJ can wrestle anyone and put on a good match. He put on good matches with fucking Mick Foley when he was old as dirt in TNA, with Kevin Nash when he's a fucking tree and couldn't move, and then along with the X Division guys he could put great matches on with. And he was able to pull a 4.5 star match out of Roman Reigns because freaking AJ Styles is that phenomenal. Unfortunately, WWE fucked him over and let Roman Reigns win. Again, let's see. Who has Roman Reigns beat? Triple H, AJ Styles, The Undertaker, and yet Roman Reigns still can't get over with the fans. Okay, the problem's not in the ring, the problem's in him. Alright, that will wrap up the road to Extreme Rules. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the Extreme Rules per-review and review. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports town content.